What I'm writing, as I've already said, is a novel about cruelty and extreme cruelty, extreme selfishness, and perhaps it's the law of nature. In many ways it has more to do with the 19th century, but I'm very much influenced by writers from the 19th century. I have a lot of admiration for them, especially the decadent writers. So one short story I wrote in French was also quite a morbid story, but based on a story I read from a decadent writer called Barbet d'Aurevilly, who was also a dandy, and it's a modern adaptation of it with a lot of changes, obviously, and what amused me about it is I set it in Gosport. The original story was set in a garrison town, and this one was set in Gosport, but I wrote it in French. I don't think I have the ability to write it in English because I think it's better written in French, but I haven't put it on my blog or anything, and I'll have to rewrite the draft. It's quite a completed draft, it's quite good for a draft, but obviously I may have to make some small alterations to it, but basically it stands quite well on its own, and well, I don't think it's bad, I don't want to be too modest by my achievements, especially at a time when I'm very depressed about other things going on in my life, but this is why I'm holding on to my writing, because it's alive. It's I'm holding on to it as if for dear life, in a way, because it's the only thing that gives me a little bit of self-respect. If I didn't have that, I don't know where I would be in any way. In any way, it's kind of saving my life. Now, this story about Electra, it's a kind of Gothic 50 Shades of Grey, in a way. It's you have hard Brexit nowadays, hard, sadomasochism. It's not about a fun story. It's like, it's over the top, but some passages are good, I think. I enjoy writing them, and also it just shows the absolute cruelty of life, and I enjoy that. Like, I enjoy writing, as I've said, I enjoy writings of, from the late 19th century, like writers like Maupassant and other writers, although fairly right-wing decadent writers like Huysmans and Barbet d'Aurevilly, already said, and also the existentialists, but they're not a very big influence on what I'm writing. And also, lesser writers, this is quite in a way young adult stuff. I'm not claiming to be a literary genius, but at least it brings me some comfort to write what I'm writing, so why not? But it also has some depth to it. I hope people will recognize it.